What's up? How's it going, people? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if the audio is fine or well, not just my audio, but if the level of volume that the music has is good. And sorry for not like saying anything in the chat because I just like opened the chat, so they are like the previous messages that you sent were not coming through. So yeah, but hello, welcome to the stream. How is it going? Another Friday, another weekly update, and today I have a lot of things to show. Maybe not in terms of what there is of new content in the game, but dude, I think you're gonna like this. I think you are going to like what I've been doing for the last week. And to be honest, this past week and the ones the ones before have felt like super like fast. They're just going away because I've been just so super focused working on the game, so we can have a demo by like in 2 months for next fest. So yeah, let me first say hi, and then I'm gonna like tell you about what I've been working on, because I'm super excited to show you guys exactly that. So yeah, L is over here. What's up, L? Welcome to the stream. Mijo is over here, says he's back. Doman, what's up, Mijo? Welcome. Flair Year is over here, says yo, what's up? What's up, Flair? Welcome to the stream. Monlef, of course, is over here. What's up, Monlef? Welcome. And yeah, I'm sure I've seen maybe I've seen some Godfather over there on YouTube, but it didn't really pick the. Yeah, you can say so. It's over there. What's up? You can say so. Let me read over here. Yeah, Godfather is over here too. What's up, Godfather? Welcome. Yeah, and if I miss any of your guys' messages, you know why. It's just because I just started the chat application. Yeah, I do remember your old nickname. Did you tell me to? I think you told me to like just call you L. But if you wanted me to call you Random Drawer, I'll do. And Mijo is cleaning my computer. I have my RAM in my hands. Be careful, dude, and don't lick it too much, okay? Okay, so I'm not going to show you what I have open over here. I'm gonna show you that later. So let me see. Oh yeah. Let me just hide everything so I don't spoil anything. Let's see over here. Let me change the scene. So there we go. Okay, I was just working on well, let me open these things so they don't. Okay, fine. All right, so empty scene, nothing to see apart from the player, and it's because I've been working on not only the map, but well, kind of. I'm gonna explain that later. But tooling for making maps. So let me show you some tests I've been doing. So if I do this, I don't want to spoil. Okay, so I've done. Okay, yeah, this is not showing up because the materials that I had basically went away. But it's just a lot of cubes. Let's see if these ones. Yeah, this one runs. Okay. So I know this doesn't look that exciting because this is just a test scene that I have over here, which is basically 2 cubes. But what's so interesting about these 2 cubes is, well, this. I made a tool that converts these cubes into matches. So it's going to, and I also made some pieces in Blender for this tool that are going to basically, out of cubes, generate the platforms. It's not super complicated or anything. But it's basically going to apply materials. It's going to like make a tile out of the surfaces instead of just being one quad. It's going to be multiple quads that are going to be 4x4, which is going to make me able to basically make more variations in the surface with different materials. And I also made like custom materials I'm gonna show you. But first, let me show you this. This is the same. This is the same thing that you saw before in cubes. But now after like I'm gonna show you how the tool works. This is what it can be converted to. So it's basically the same. But now these things are tiles. So these surfaces are tiles, and the collisions are just made out of cubes. So it's super. It's gonna allow me to make the world faster, and it just works so simple, and like blocking out things, and I can just convert them. I also did some textures for the terrain. I think I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep all of the textures, but I want to have at least some that look decent enough that I can put in the demo. And yeah, this is what I've come up so far. But this is not all. This is the most basic use of the tool, and like the first iteration of the tool. I'm gonna show you some more interesting stuff in a second. But let me first read you, because I haven't been reading you. Oh, you got jackpot. Awesome. No Easter eggs yet. Just because I'm just working on the most essential things to get the demo done. Once I have the demo, I'm gonna be working on making all of the other regions, and yeah, I have a lot of work to do. Probably I'll be spending 2 months. Yeah, because in 2 months is the demo. Then probably 3 or 4 months just finishing the base features, and then 1 or 2 more months in polishing and adding like Easter eggs and whatever. No Easter egg no Easter egg weapon yet. Okay, so let me show you something different and more exciting, because this is the simplest use of this tool. And the tool is over here. Actually, you can see this over here. What you have is well, it's just things that you assign. Like you assign the quad for like, I don't know if you were able to tell, but over here there are some edges, you know. So if I didn't have those, it would look kind of, I don't know, weird. So it's basically making a transition from the top to the halves, or from the top to the sides, to be honest. Yeah, so those pieces over there. Well, whatever. Let's go to the other kind of showcase. Let's do this. And we have surface output too. So this one is a little bit more complicated, but not really complicated. It's just another scene, and in this one, the same thing that does like put some like make the buildings or these things, is also going to put decoration. So yeah, I've also made some decoration over here, like just grass, and it's some of these things are the same things that we had going over on the demo, or sorry, on the other versions. You can see this grass. You can go and like step on it, and it's going to work exactly the same as with the decorations in the other map that we had. So yeah, the tool does this automatically, so it's gonna be like super easy to like just put these decorations. And also I like to show you that this is performance. So over here, yeah, it's probably better if I just show you in the scene, not the game. So over here you can see like all of the things that you're not going to see ever are not rendered, because I don't want to like cost you performance where I shouldn't. If you're not going to see something, why render it, you know? And Arnav Dolly is over here, says, hola my friend. What's up, Arnav? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? And Kyle Jinx says, Joe, I'm back. What's up, Kyle? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, so I've been just showcasing the tool that I've made for building environments, and yeah, this is one that I made before, but let me like show you the thing in action, because it may look like it is complicated to use or something, but it's really not. So let me do an example over here. The only thing that you need is, well, three things. You're gonna be creating three things. So you're gonna create some empty objects. One of these objects is going to be a map lookout. Let's call it map lookout 01. We're gonna need surface output, and you can really name this whatever you want. It doesn't really care about that. It's just for organization. And we're gonna have decoration output, or deco output. And we're gonna do 01 because I had other things that were called the same. Okay, so what are we gonna do over here? It's super simple. Like, I can just do this. Let's do in the map lookout, and I'm gonna do 3D object cube, and these work in 4x4s. So that's the only limitation that I have to have. Things need to be scaled 4x4, at least in the top. The sides can be whatever size, but the top has to be a 4x4 or a multiple of 4, because that's the base size of the tiles. Yeah, holy optimization. Yeah, I'm trying to make this game the most performant I can make it, so everyone can run it, and like that's the thing. Like, you don't have to have a supercomputer to run it, because it would be boring that you were not able to run this without a supercomputer, you know? Okay, let's make us a vase. So we're gonna do 64 by 64, just to have some ground going on. And I'm gonna place it some units below, so I have more space to go and build stuff above. Let's duplicate this cube, and we're gonna do 4 units above. We're gonna do let's say a platform that's gonna be 16 by 16. That's gonna be our base platform over here, and we're probably gonna do let's do one over here too, and we can scale it. Let's do 32 over here, and you really can do like, as long as it's by 4, you can do whatever. Like, I can just do this, and it's gonna work anyway. Maybe I can do this, and as long as it's multiple of 4, I can do it. All right, so let's maybe expand this a little bit over here. Yeah, it needs to be multiple of 4, so this is gonna be 38. We're gonna do another platform over here. We are gonna do 8 by, oh yeah, over here. Let's expand this, and this is just like a showcase, so I'm not going to plan. I'm not planning to do this for much longer. Just give me a sec. And the thing is, the slopes, for example, are also taken care of by the cube. So I'm gonna do a 4 by 4. I'm gonna rotate this on this axis. Let's do 30. I'm gonna snap to this. I'm gonna place it over here, and I'm gonna scale it a little bit. So let's do scale, and it has to be by 8. Done. Now I also want to have a little connection over here, so I'm gonna do 0 over here. Let's put it, yeah, right here. Let's say right here. And maybe so it fits a little bit better. I think that's fine. It's gonna look a little bit weird there. You're gonna see why. But that's all we need. That's all we need. Now we have our map lookout. So what do? We go to our tool, which is over there, and it's gonna tell us to fill some stuff over there. Seba, what's up, Seba? ¿Cómo va todo? Asnok, you say, I only see mangoes. What's up, Asnok? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so yeah, now you have some cubes over here. And the thing is, you just have to assign the map lookout. So here is gonna ask you on the scene, map lookout, you assign that. Then where are you gonna put the things that you're gonna generate? Here. And the same thing for the decoration output. It is asking you for a place to put the things that it's gonna generate, right? So now that you have all of this, I'm also going to assign a material, and I'm purposefully just using one material with an atlas texture, and I'm gonna show you what that is in a second. But it's basically called region 1. No, this one, yeah, region 1 environment. So I use one material for everything that's related to the ground. And I think, yeah, that's it. Just changing the materials over here. So the cliff, for example, has another material, which is triplanar mapped, which I'm also going to tell you what that is in a second. And this one is region 1. And there we go. So you saw it didn't really took anything in terms of time. And I can just go over here and do generate surface and output. So now it looks weird because things are overlapping, but I'm gonna disable our blocks. And it basically turned our, okay, I think there may be some problem with the texture I picked. Yeah, maybe. Oh no. Sorry, I had it on structure mode, which works a little bit different than building mode or environment mode. So let me just, you can see structure over here. I'm gonna put terrain mode. And I have a toggle over here that says clear output on generate. So I'm just gonna do that. Let's do generate surface grid. And now it should look fine. Yeah, now it looks fine. So you can see this is a fully like built place. Like you can start interacting with the environment, and it has colliders. It has the edges over here. The things are tiled. So for example, I can go wherever I want, and these are tiles, you know? These are tiles. So what I can do is I can just switch the surface type. For example, I have these things over here. I'm gonna change it so I can do some patterns. Let's do this, for example. Let's rotate it. Let's rotate it. And you can like start like painting kind of the ground. So it's just a matter of rotating these tiles if you want to. And I made a couple of seamless textures, so things work well. And yeah, now it's like super useful to have these things. It's gonna save me a lot of time. You can see over here, like I probably didn't scale something by 4, and this is what happens. Like it still works, but it's gonna look weird because it's made to be like 4x4. You know, you have to take the only thing that you have to care about, and the only thing that I messed up in is just you have to do 4x4 things. Now let me read you. And so how you say my multi-accounts is here. Why the multi-accounts are? And Nick, you say it's that Freddy Fazbear. What's up? What's up, Nick? Welcome to the stream. Horror. Alrighty. So yeah, that's it. But that's not the only thing that this tool does. Because it only places, it also places decorations. So also, so you can see this thing is optimized. So the things that you're not seeing are not rendered. Well, there are some things over here that, yeah, they are rendered, but yeah, you're seeing them. So it's fine. It's fine. Now let's do the decoration because I've made some things over here. Let's do the, let's go to the cube surface generator, and in the decoration side I have, let's do region 1, and I've made a grass decoration thingy that I can just use for this environment. And here you can customize like what's the minimum scale of that object, what's the maximum scale, how many decorations do you want per tile, how many clusters you're gonna have, and I'm gonna show you like what a cluster is. You have control over the cluster radius, the count, the scatter radio. Like it's a bunch of things that are gonna let you change how many of these things and how they're gonna be placed. So let's do no random rotation and clear decorations on place. Yeah, that's it. I just have to do place decorations, and you're gonna see like this automatically like start placing decorations, and you can like generate as much times as you want. Let me do this a little bit bigger so you can see this better. Yeah, so you can like just roll this as if it were a dice, and like continue rolling it as you, when you're satisfied, you can stop. So yeah, that is, and of course these things are like placed in the world, so you can like just delete them if you want. Let me see. Let me try to click it. I can really click it. Maybe it's at an odd angle. But yeah, basically it's just a tool that helps you like make them on the base. And then the cool thing about this is that you can like go and manually change things if you would like to. You're not limited to generating things with the tool. It's just a help to get the basic thing started, and then you can customize whatever you want. Why is Asno cooked? 20 chapters in 3 days. And Seba, you say today you have a deadline in my head for a shot, but it's fine. How's going with your times? When's your deadline? When's your deadline? In terms of time, dude, I don't have time for anything. In terms of time, I don't really have time for anything. I think like I'll be able to finish a week before the deadline if I work like my weekends, basically. Because yeah, the next fest is in 2 months, and I have to like make a full demo. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'll take some rest after. It's like a 2-month-long game jam, never stopping. But whatever. Okay, yeah, this looks like shit because we made it in a second. But hey, the tool works and it's super useful. You just have to be a little bit more careful how you play stuff, you know. So these things over here don't happen, you know. But let me show you what an actual like thing could look like over here. Let's do. I'm just gonna delete all of the things that I did because I just made them so I could show you. Gonna delete, and this one is the best looking so far. Yeah. So this one had like the platforms of like basically different angles for slopes, so I could test like those sizes, and I think I'm gonna do like 30 or 20 degrees most of the time. But yeah, you're like fully, as long as you don't go like this far, you're fine, because this far like you start falling from it before you go down. So this is 45. All right. Okay, that's it for the tool and the functionality, but it also has a structure mode that I've been trying out, but I haven't really finished because I've been trying to make them. Let me show you this. Let's do, yeah, region 1, minor settlement A, ground block, and Okay, this is funky. Oh, I know why. Because this is, yeah, I just want the block app. Okay, so this is the first region's first settlement that I planned. And I actually did a little sketch, like a little drawing for this. I'm not sure if I still have it. Yeah, I do have it over here. So I just used this super sketchy like all of my other designs, but it's basically to have some rough dimensions of where I want to place stuff. And yeah, this is it. Like, this is gonna be, I know it doesn't have any like roofs or anything, but taking into consideration this is just like a block out of this, and I have some textures on this, and I have actually like turned this into surfaces. So, well, this is still not navigatable. Like if I go over here, like, yeah, you can play this. There's nothing impeding you from playing this. But I'm in the process of texturing stuff. So I'm gonna show you what I have now. And what you're gonna see now is not really finished at all. I'm just trying stuff, seeing what works, what looks good for the region. And yeah, just take this as a grain of salt, with a grain of salt, because it's not going to be, it's probably going to be different in the game. Okay, here it is what I have for now, and you can see it's lagging a little bit, not because it's not performant, it's just because things take a little bit of time to load, and once you start running stuff, like, you're gonna see things get smoother. Okay, let's get over here, and there are materials that I'm going to change. For example, I'm not sure, I will see how it looks, but I would like to change these things, which are meant to be like barriers, like made out of logs, into like actual hexagons, you know, so I have a little bit more interesting geometry going on over here. And yeah, for example, these exterior walls, I made it like 5 minutes ago, or five minutes before the stream started, and I haven't actually had time to like evaluate if they are good or not. Here is like kind of what the interior of some buildings could look like. I still have to do a lot of textures. For example, you can see the ground. The ground is just grass because I haven't really done anything but grass. But hopefully next week I will have not only like this with not only this with like ground, like real tiles with wood, stone, and stuff like that, but also like the thing finished probably with roofs and whatever. But I can show you. Let me do a house tour. So this is the entrance. This is gonna be blocked once you first start. This is gonna be blocked over here, so you can't really go straight to the center, because in the center is gonna be like the final confrontation that you'll have to liberate the settlement. And let me read you first, because I have so many things to show. Like I haven't stopped to read that much. Now, for some reason, my XP got stuck at 250. Stuck at 250. An avocado bot, you say, Seba. It's great. It's fun for you. I wish you all the best. Well, thank you very much, Seba. Really appreciate your words. And good luck to you too, man. What? Art? Yo, Roman, you stream here too? Found your OnlyFans. The textures, by the way. What's up, Art? Welcome to the stream. And Regger is over here too, says hello. What's up, Regger? Welcome. Oh, and Nick, you say, what is the structure supposed to be? The structure is supposed to be like a settlement. So here, let me show you not from here, but from the top, because it doesn't look very well. Just forget the textures. To be honest, forget the textures, because I still have to like do a lot of texturing work over here. Let me disable the managers for now. Let's go into the scene mode so I can show you everything. So yeah, this thing is meant to be like a settlement. So there are some houses over here. You're gonna have the first like building over here, which I still have to think about this, what these are gonna be exactly. But these are like what you would find in a medieval, like it's not a castle, but it's like a structure for like a regular living in medieval times, you know. So yeah, I have to like do props and stuff and like make sure that these rooms look good. But yeah, here, for example, what I was saying before is that there's gonna be a gate over here and it's gonna be closed. So what you'll have to do before liberating it is that you'll have to go here. You're gonna fight some enemies, like your first group of enemies. Then you're gonna be able to go here, and you're gonna fight your second group of enemies, and then you're gonna go here for another group. And what you can do is like just go to straight up to the final battle, which is gonna be over here, where you're gonna like do the final battle and liberate the settlement. But if you don't go, you can do that and like just fight the enemies over here in the center. But there's gonna be some enemies over here too. So if you haven't beat them, they're gonna like go for you. So instead of just going straight to battle from here, what you can do is like just keep going over here. Here there's something wrong, but well, let's just not care about that for now. You can go over here and like just beat the enemies, and you're gonna get in a more advantageous place to start the final combat from, and you're gonna have to deal with less enemies because you have actually picked the largest spot here. So yeah, that's it. So once you liberate this, I'm not sure if this is gonna be on the demo, but once you liberate this, these houses are gonna get populated. When they pass, are gonna start like some villagers are gonna come, or not villagers, but like wandering people are basically going to come here and start living on these places, not just these houses, but also maybe there's gonna be like a tavern over here or something, so the place feels more alive. And there's going to be like a place where you can interact with a merchant, which is going to be able to sell you some stuff. You're going to be able to sell to that merchant, and you're also going to be able to teleport here, so you can be wherever in the world, and you can, if you liberated a settlement, you're going to be able to fast travel to that settlement. Average art, the entrance. And Nick, you say it looks cool so far. Well, thank you. Of course, like these things, for example, I plan to do for the ground. These are tiles. So I do plan to have like other textures that are not the same as the logs from here, because this is meant to be like mostly wood and stone. Like over here, I probably do some stone instead of the regular. I searched what they used to build like their stuff with in medieval times. It's something called like dove, which is like clay and some sort of like plant. But yeah, this is gonna be like more of stone. So the combination is gonna be like this thing that you see over here, which could be the texture could be updated, probably will. And the interiors is not going to have the same texture. It's gonna look I'm not sure if like this, just this looks too plain. I'm still like figuring out what the textures are going to be, but for the interiors it's gonna be something different from the exterior, most likely. I have to texture the whole thing. Over here is gonna be like a plaza, so there's gonna be like some stone tiles over here. I have a you want to see my drawing? Let's see. Let's open Affinity Photo. Yeah, let's see, file, open recent. Genius, right? So yeah, this is my drawing. Welcome to my art exposition. Okay, so yeah, it's basically what I was explaining before, but here with like a little bit more drawing on top. So these things, these blue stars are where each encounter is going to be, roughly. So you get an idea of what this is. And yeah, here, the center is planned to be like made out of stone tiles and stuff. There's going to be a little bit more grass over here. Grass. Here, you're going to have the farming area. So I'm going to do some tiles for that area so they look like there were some... how do you call this? Like, when people like work the dirt, they do some patterns. I'm not sure how they're called. But yeah, like putting stuff that makes it feel like this was a place that was inhabited before. Now it needs to look like it's worn out. So because in the story of the game, people used to live in these places. Now they are not, and things are worn. They are not maintained, and it shouldn't look pristine because it's not. It's worn. And Godfather, you say, Roman, add fog. I will. Not in this region particularly. This one, dude, I have a whole thing, like a whole design note on Notion talking about how I'm going to do fog for certain places and regions. And region 1 is gonna be the like most open region, so I will have the least fog on it, and it's also going to vary a little bit depending on if it's day or night, but generally region 1 is gonna be like the most open and the least dangerous area because it's the starting area, and I want you to learn how to play here, like learn the systems, learn how to spellcast, and it shouldn't be like super challenging. It's just gonna be like for you to learn over here. No, multiplayer is not coming at all. And Nick, you say, did you use medieval methods for medieval research? I'm not sure what medieval methods are for medieval or for research at all. I just searched it on the browser. Sticks and bones. Yeah, and this one is like, it's not meant to be like super... this is still a minor settlement. I plan to make the major settlement of each area be like probably twice the size. So for example, over here, I planned the liberation of a settlement taking you roughly 8 to 12 minutes, 15 minutes at most. Like I don't plan to have you like going half an hour just battling enemies for no reason. These are going to be short encounters. I think probably there are like 12 settlements. Let's say it's gonna take you like maybe 2 hours and a half just by beating all of the settlements. Is gonna be like 2 hours and a half, and consider all of the other exploration and like just going in the map and customization. Maybe you're gonna be able to finish this if you're not like really into like grinding or super big into exploration, maybe 6 hours. I think I would probably, the way I play it, which is I think a lot of people play like I do, which is not a ton of exploring. Like I'm not a completionist, but I do like to do some exploring. Maybe that's gonna take you 8-10 hours, and for completionists maybe 10 to 12. Multiplayer tomorrow, right? Yeah, sure. Where's the lava? What about lava? Yeah, so as I was saying before with the settlements, they are not going to look the same. Like, yeah, in a region, the settlements are going to look similar, not in layout, but in textures. They're basically going to use the same textures, the same color palettes and stuff. But it's just like 3 per region, so it's not going to get repetitive. Then all of the regions are going to have like their custom style. Maybe there will be some things that are going to be repeated, but let's say in region 1 I use stone for building. Maybe in region 2 I can also use stone, and in 3 and 4 and 5 and I can use stone everywhere. But the type of stone, the color palette, the tile itself is going to change, you know? Why are you betting all on black? Oh, dang! Asnoke and Regger, 2,000 each. Damn. And how does Godfather has 38,000? Nick, you say, so you want to put Big Boy there or something else? I'm gonna do something else. I'm not sure if Big Boy is going to make it. Because what I plan to do is, I'm a solo guy. I'm not going to do 12, 14, 20 different enemies. What I plan to do is, I think I'm gonna do like 6 to 8 of regular enemies in the world, but I'll have variations of them. So let's say of those 6 or 8 I do, there's gonna be like a version of fire, ice, whatever. So it's really going to be the base of 6, so I can make sure that those 6 that exist are actually like fun to play and go, or fun to fight against, and they combine well in an encounter. And also, I will have, well, the lieutenants, which are like 4 bosses, each for one for each major settlement. So yeah, 4 non-repeatable boss fights, which are like tied to progression in the game, and the rest is gonna be like 2 to 3 bosses that are repeatable. So you can find these bosses in the game, and they're gonna be like mini bosses. So it's still gonna be like a fight that's gonna take you a couple of minutes, but I plan to do the same thing that I do with the regular enemies. It's gonna be 2 to 3 mini bosses, but each mini boss is gonna have variations, so you have more variation going on, and they're gonna be like spread in the world, you know? Yeah, I don't know when Godfather like earned 38,000. You say, what is this chicanery? Dude, the other day you used that word, I had to look it up. I didn't really know what it meant. It's a cool word. They nix no Vigi. More possible things to mod in for the full game then, yeah. And Art, you say, figure out why Kenji sounds crazy. He's on his 2nd playthrough. And he's picking bad choices on purpose. Yeah, that must be it. That must be it. Yeah, he like already beat the game, so it's trying to like get all the dialogues and stuff. He is the completionist. Need you say that would be fire if they could have like spells and modifiers on them, since you already have that. Yeah, I plan to do maybe the way they work in terms of their attacks is not going to change that much. What's going to change is like basically their element, their weaknesses, their invulnerabilities, you know. probably not that much in terms of behavior, just like how they are visual, how tough they are, and their element. Art, you say intentionally failing quick time dialogues. Yeah, just exploring the options. All right. So I think that's it. I know, like from a content standpoint, it doesn't look like there has been a lot of progress, but you have to take into consideration that developing the tool to make this faster took time, and this is the first settlement that I have built, so I had to discover all of the basically all of the process of how to build these things, because I've never done it before. Like, this is the first one, so probably the other ones, once I finish this one, I'm not sure how long it's gonna take me. I estimate per settlement it's gonna take me roughly 2-3 days. Well, once I have the textures, maybe less. Let's say 2 days. And with the experience of having built another settlement, maybe like 20% less. So, well, still, like, I think I could make a settlement in 2 days or something. And yeah, we'll see. Alright, you don't know how. Well, I think you probably just knew, or like just became aware. But there is someone over here with 38,000 currency, which is crazy. Very crazy. The betting streak must have been incredible. Well, yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna just let you finish the battle and let's see who wins. But that's the progress for this week. And hopefully next week I will have more things. For example, the skybox over here, I'm gonna change it. Most likely I'm gonna change it next week. And we're gonna be getting closer to the final look of the game, because you can see, like, I also took some time texturing stuff and like finding, I tried a lot of textures and texturing styles to, oh yeah, I have the managers. Who won? Oh, Mihol and Asnog are the only ones that are remaining. Let's see who wins. Maybe Mihol's gonna get the... Oh no, Asnog won. Well, congrats, Asnog. How many coins did you win? 200. Oh no, that was from the roulette. Yeah, so you can see over here, let's do managers. Well, I don't really have like footage or anything, but I tried a lot of textures, so yeah, the pattern when it's styled doesn't look awful. And yeah, this is what I came up with. You can still tell it's like a pattern, but it's not annoying. You should have seen the other ones that I did, because they were awful. Yeah, so that is it for today. Let me put the camera. That's it for today. Thank you guys for joining me one more time, and hopefully next week I will have more progress, and also maybe a version you can try. Like, it's probably going to be just for exploring the world and like seeing the graphics, because the enemies, for example, no longer work in this environment because they don't have navigation or anything. But you're gonna be able to like see the final look, and in 2 weeks after that I will be like doing a whole revamping or like rework of the UI, so it finally looks good too. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Take care. Enjoy the weekend. Bye Seba, bye Mijo, bye Regor, bye Godfather, bye Asnok, bye Nick, bye Arte. Art. Or Arte. However you say it generally. Just art. Bye bye everyone.